Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Empires and Puzzles video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the November event calendar, and I'll be giving my insight on these events, what things are worth it, what's not worth it, just trying to help you plan around this series of events, things to keep in mind, just overall giving my insight on what's coming up for the month of November in this Empires and Puzzles event calendar. If you're getting frustrated with Empires and Puzzles, let me just say that Gemstone Legends probably has the things you're looking for. They have a mercy system that guarantees a legendary hero after a certain amount of pulls, and we're not just talking about a weak legendary hero from a pre-selected list. They have a wish list that you can put any hero in the game on to boost your chances of pulling that specific hero. They take into account player feedback, and many of the changes that have gone live in the game were based on player feedback or were player suggestions to begin with. They're even going to give you a free $50 starter bonus just for downloading from one of the links in the description. And if the earlier stuff somehow wasn't enough, you can be a hero in Wars even just using rare heroes only. They have tons of events that allow you to earn free 10 pulls and other very usable high value stuff. Gemstone Legends really has a lot going for it, so come check it out if you're curious to see why tens of thousands of people have left Empires and Puzzles to come play. Alright, so first up we have a very interesting Hero of the Month. A lot to say on that, so I have a separate video talking about that. If this one comes out first, then just keep in mind that will be coming out soon. But there's some very good things about this hero that I would recommend you checking out in that video. But overall, a good Hero of the Month for this month of November. Alright, we've got the Costume Chamber ending. I think by the time this video is out, that will be over already with the Toon heroes, but don't worry, you didn't miss out on too much. One thing to keep in mind, though, that I was not thinking about is that I believe with the right troops and a Bard hero, the slow speed heroes can be made functionally fast, which is quite significant because I've had Costume Vivica for quite some time and always felt like, she's slow, I don't want to bring a slow hero, it's too much of a liability. But at functionally fast, with those really good stats, that's a little more interesting. So just keep that in mind. Carnival of Gods, we've got the new Umbria, the new green guy who's also slow and therefore less appealing. He removes fiends. I don't think you really want to rely on a slow fiend remover unless you're talking about rush attack only. And if you are talking about rush attack only, fiends are not the meta anyways. So I don't see the utility at slow speed. I just think that's a missed opportunity. Janna, very good for breaking up taunt and tanks because both of her hits are going to hit the same target. Defense down in between, huge damage. She can kill a boosted health Ludwig without too much trouble. And then Umbria, fast speed hero that gives replicating fiends. So I think aside from, what's his name? LaSalle in the Defenders of Atlantis or the Untold Tales, whatever you want to call it. They both have replicator fiends. His are every turn. Hers are every 2 turns, but hers are 40% HP. So pretty interesting for fast speed. Not sure how good she's going to be, but that is appealing. Ascension Summon. Hate the Ascension Summon. Just another way of bringing a variable reward mechanic, which we already have plenty of. Alright, so then we have Mythic Titan, Morlovia End. So keep in mind, if you haven't finished Morlovia yet, you've got a few more days to get that tabard, or if you want to do the middle difficulty, you can get an Epic Hero token. Alright, we've got some new Contest of Elements for purple. The middle guy is a repeat. The other 2 are new. One of them is only a 4-star, though. I forget what this goggle lady does, but it's probably good. I feel like those heroes are very good stats, but a lot of the specials are not my favorite. They kind of have a drawback or don't work the same every time. Some of them are very good, but overall I'm not a big fan. Ether Summon, bleh. Tremors of the Underwild. Who even is that? Looks like Znulfod. It's got some weird hood on. Very curious what he does. If you know, you're in beta or you've seen it on the forum, let me know in the comments what he does for beta. He was a hugely impactful hero when he came out until he got nerfed, And I think what I saw this in beta a while ago. I think what they're doing is they're restoring him to his previous to his abilities before the nerf, but making you summon him again with the costume, which is like unbelievable. They're like, we're gonna nerf him, but if you want to have the pre-nerf one, you just have to summon him a second time. Then you can have back what you used to have. Like, that's fucking wild that they would do that. Morel, I used in a farming team. The costume, it's not very good. It's not bad. Still get defense down to all. The damage is quite low. A little bit of healing is nice, but not a meta hero when I say that the hero is not good. But again, I use her, I think, in my farming team. What is her name again? Forget, but not a good hero. So I guess maybe it's worth a few tokens to get back to the pre-nerf Znulfod, but that will be determined by how good the costume is. Garjamal, that's the name of that hero. All right, overall, not a very strong portal. Then we've got goblins coming back again with Smart Tongue being re-released. Smart Tongue is a lot better than I gave her credit for. So great hero there. Don't know what this flute guy is all about, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Here's your opportunity to get your costume Missandra, the good luck charm that never loses. I don't actually recommend that you use any summons here. She's not very good. None of these heroes are very good. They're usable. Again, I feel like it's important to point that out, but if you're looking to budget or something like that, or even if you have tokens saved up, I'd recommend waiting for others. Costume Ariel, I think, is still the best in that portal by a long shot. All right, so yeah, the goblins pretty solid, but the summoning chances are half as good as most other places, even though if you do manage to get one, you get two heroes, but fewer people will still get heroes. It's like fewer people will get twice as many heroes. So less people win in this portal overall, but when they do win, they get more. Wow, I just saw the name Leaf Whizzle. That just makes me upset. Tower of Magic. All right. Ray, very good as a 4-tile dispeller, I believe. This blue guy has been out before, seems decent. Not sure who this new one is. So as always, if you know, let me know in the comments down below. But I'd say that Ray is fantastic. Would love to have him just for his 4-tile dispel. Very good utility. If I recall correctly, his second charge is not that great, but 4-tile dispel is, again, the game is all about fucking speed. There's some really oppressive buffs out there, so if the faster you can dispel, the better, but it's not a good indication of the health of the game. That's what you need, is a 4-tile dispeller now just to be able to survive. All right, then we've got Valhalla Forever. Not strong options here. Frigg is just not good. The stat boosts for all these with the latest boost is nice. It's fucking ridiculous that they are doing Season 3 and 4 costume bonuses before Season 2. It's unbelievable. Freya and Bira used to be one of my favorite combos. Could still work, and the costumes would make them more relevant, but I wouldn't recommend pursuing. Again, if you're limiting your spending, which I strongly recommend you should be, if not eliminating it entirely, just because of the game is driving itself off a cliff right now, this is not the portal I'd recommend. All right, we've got the Black Friday summon. I can't believe we're already at that point in the year. These heroes are ridiculously good from what I've seen, but the chance to pull them in this portal is ridiculously small. I think it's something like 0.1% or something like that. So not recommended. These are going to be coming out in an event sooner than we'd all like anyways, so no reason to break the bank just trying to get them earlier, I think that is not a wise use of anyone's money, so keep that in mind. They are very strong, but they will be featured in an event soon. All right, then we've got Untold Tales coming up towards the end of the month, overlapping with Judgment of Dunes. I feel like that name, wasn't it Dynasty of Dunes before? Oh, but this is the first time that it's having the Atlantis type Scarab Fiend thing where you get extra stuff, which are just a total ripoff with the monster lure. Yeah, avoid that. Tedashiri is nice. The other two, I mean, they're usable. They're not bad heroes to have. But again, if you're budgeting, which you should be, I wouldn't recommend that. These Defenders of Atlantis heroes are fantastic. Gestalt in the center is a total meta defense hero. Average, no, he's not average speed. The second charts, they're all changing tide speeds. Very strong hero. The one on the right, what's his name again? I feel like it's something with a G as well. I think a strong hero. He takes mana and then hits harder the lower the mana the target has. And I don't know about this blue one, so if you do know, again, let us know in the comments. Let this video, including the comment section, let this be a resource of information. All right, that's going to about round out the month here, ending with Secrets of the Opera coming out in December. They're prepping for, probably going to see the biggest events coming in that month. They're the most tantalizing deals because people are in the mode of spending money, but we'll see. Tunes coming around again. They're really pushing the weaker ones first. I think there's going to be potentially some strong versions of these heroes coming out, like any of the fast speed ones, essentially. Marjana, Liana. It'd be interesting to see what Obakan does, since his second costume was quite good, but they're pushing the less interesting ones first, as they always do. All right, so most appealing, I wouldn't say anything here is too strongly appealing, but I do feel like the Defenders of Atlantis family, the Untold Tales event is one of the better ones in terms of Ascension chests and heroes. All the heroes are quite good. Not all created equal, but they're all quite good. And the Ascension chests, from my experience alone, have been some of the best that I've ever seen in the game of being able to get multiple 4-star Ascension items in one chest. Whereas like the old Ascension chest, same amount of gems for like the costume chamber, both 350 gems per pull, you only can get one Ascension item total. And it's like, I don't know, maybe 10% 4-star items. So better value on the Ascension chest in the Untold Tales. Black Friday is just kind of a crapshoot because it's all the heroes in there. So the chance of getting something good while chasing the tiniest chance of something really good is extremely low. So, and the Ascension chests, from my recollection, were not very good either. And then aside from that, Goblin Village has some very strong heroes in it as well. So those would be my recommendations of the best. Again, we got to see how Snowflod turns out, and some of these other heroes that I didn't mention. But if Untold Tales has this featured set, hard to go wrong there. Those are very strong options and good chests. So, good hero of the month. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you want to add any of this stuff based on the beta functions of things, or the beta versions of things as we talked about. Oh wow, it's loud, sorry. Yeah, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Let's make this an informative monthly video for people with all the calendar and beta information to make it easy for people to find this. So thank you to everyone who's going to contribute to that. Please hit the like button, share this with your friends or alliance mates, and subscribe if you haven't already. More good videos to come. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.